Target spotted. You crossed the line. Target spotted. Step inside tonight. Double kill. Triple kill. Double kill. Target spotted.
What's up, soldiers? This is 37G, and for today's video today, we're actually going to go over this topic that's been sitting in my head recently in terms of sniping as Wraith and sometimes even Marksman too, and almost got to the point that I've been playing other games that involve sniping, and it sort of got to the point that sniping in Ballistic Overkill is kind of way too forgiving and it's way too easy for players to utilize that type of sniping as compared to other games that if they involve sniping, you usually literally have to aim towards your heads in order to get that guaranteed kill. And Ballistic Overkill, however, all you literally have to do is aim at their bodies, you guarantee they will be dead on the spot. Or if they're like Vanguard or Tank, you can literally just shoot them on the body and then finish them with your pistol or machine pistol or even your knife if you actually have to be close to them enough. I just feel like that sniping in Ballistic Overkill is not actually giving the players that same experience as you play for other games such as Overwatch. When you play Widowmaker, you literally have to shoot at their head in order to get that guaranteed kill, and that player who's playing Widowmaker actually has to rely on their own precision aiming in order to get that guaranteed kill. And sometimes the Widowmaker actually is going for body shots, however, she isn't as effective. However, you can actually wound the player that they're aiming enough for the point that either a teammate or probably yourself, you actually shoot them again at their body for a guaranteed second kill. And most recently, I've been playing Destiny 2, and I've just been honing around with my precision aiming because shooting headshots on PvE and even PvP too is way more satisfying than those in Ballistic Overkill, because it really does reward you that precision kill, and even to the point that you can actually shut down someone pretty easily if you actually aim for a head. But in Ballistic Overkill, however, it kind of kills the point of you going for those headshots when you can actually, and really you can just go for those body shots that can do the same thing as you do for the head. And I kind of feel like that headshots in general for Ballistic Overkill is not as rewarding as it should be, because laying those headshots is there because it literally is a risk versus reward type of thing for players out there. They can actually choose whenever you want to go for body shots, or you want to risk some of your accuracy, and you might actually die in the process too of laying those headshots. And by practicing those skills in terms of aiming those heads, you're going to actually be rewarded a lot more frequently, and you can actually shut down people a lot more easily compared as you would actually shoot for the body. Let's just get some random scenario as if Hansa decides to change the sniper system, and almost majority of his base damage on the body has been reduced to the point that you can't actually run shot anyone with 200 HP. But let's put an example that Marksman, for instance, before his sniper got buff, majority of his bolt action rifle were actually around 195 damage, and then players actually reacted that, oh my god, he's such a horrible person now, he's not a particular sniper person. But in reality, he's actually wasn't a good place before, because if you land those body shots, they literally are wounded to the point that even a single bullet or even a knife can finish him off. And at the same time, if you actually want to kill them on the spot, it literally pushes you to the point that you actually have to aim for the head in order to get that guaranteed kill. That type of sniping I don't mind, because it literally pushed myself to the utmost limit to commit myself to aiming towards their head in order to get a guaranteed kill. Or if I shoot their body, I can actually literally just pull my secondary or literally throw a grenade where they are to finish them off, and that's fine by me too. But the only problem is right now that most snipers these days can literally one-shot majority of the classes, and that's why the meta turns to Vanguards and Tanks, because they're the only reason why they can survive those bolt action rifle shots, and that's how people respond to that. And if they play any of the classes that are actually within that threshold of being killed by one bullet, that's going to put them at an unfair advantage, because there's no way for them to counteract that player who actually has good aim. At the same time, if they have to shoot at the body shots, just so be it, and they got no choice but to play the bulky classes in order to survive those shots. And for the current state of the sniping in general, I kind of have to say that I won't be sniping as much anymore because of these issues with snipers in general, and that's why I actually resort to using the McCree loadout. And using that McCree loadout kind of reflects on how what Ballistic Overkill should be, because if you land a headshot with a Redemptor, you actually literally reward with that 200 damage, and it can literally one-shot almost all the classes. But for those bulky classes, however, you could literally just need to have 2 headshots and they're dead already. However, Tank in particular is challenging that ideology of headshots reward everything, because well prepared literally just negates the headshot damage, and that kind of ruins the game. And if I were to change it, I would probably reduce the headshot multiplier by within 20 or 30% or even 40%, just to make it not too OP, but at the same time it should be within reasonable, so that Tank should be a class that you should be taking all those damages, and that's how it should be in the first place. So that actually concludes the video today of my ideas in terms of where snipers should be versus where they are right now. And if you guys actually have some ideas or some suggestions on snipers should be revamped in terms of skill level versus ease of use, you can actually drop down, comment down below, and I'll be happy to reply to your comments, and hopefully we'll probably stir discussion on terms of snipers or probably anything Ballistic Overkill related. And yeah, this is Fruit 7G, and hopefully you have a nice day today.
I'll provide backup. Clear. They'll never see me coming.
Heads down, grenade out.
Throwing grenade! The afterlife. Contact! Like a ghost. I'll provide backup. Throwing grenade! I'm warning you, stay out. Eyes on target! I have eyes on target.
Double kill!
They'll never see me coming.
Grenade out!
No! They'll never see me coming. Frag out! Contact. This is our battle. I have eyes on target. Target spotted. Area secure. Target spotted. All clear here. will never see me coming. Contact!
Throwing a grenade!
Area secured.